The desert was quiet.
Too quiet.
The wind moved slowly across the dry land as the sun began to set, painting the sky in deep orange and red. A lone cowboy named Ryan Cole rode his horse along the empty trail. He had been alone for years. No family, no friends, just silence. But that evening, everything changed. As his horse walked past a rocky path, it suddenly stopped. Ryan frowned. "Come on," he muttered. But the horse didn't move. Instead, it stared toward something in the dirt. Ryan followed its gaze, and his heart froze. A young girl lay on the ground, barely moving.
Her clothes were torn.
Her face bruised, her body weak, like she had been left there to die. Ryan jumped off his horse and rushed toward her. He knelt beside her carefully. "Hey, can you hear me?" he asked softly. For a moment, nothing. Then slowly, her eyes opened. Fear filled her face. She tried to crawl away. "Please don't hurt me," she whispered. Ryan raised his hands gently. "Easy, you're safe now," he said. The girl stared at him. Tears rolled down her cheeks. No one had spoken to her like that in a long time. Ryan removed his jacket and wrapped it around her. "What's your name?" he asked. "Sophie," she whispered. "I'm Ryan," he said. She tried to sit up, but pain stopped her. Ryan shook his head. "Don't move." Carefully, he lifted her into his arms. The desert was getting colder, and Ryan knew one thing. If he left her there, she wouldn't survive the night. He took her to his small wooden cabin far from town. Inside, he lit the fire and placed her near the warmth. He cleaned her wounds and gave her water. Sophie watched him quietly. "Why are you helping me?" she asked weakly. Ryan paused, then said softly, "Because someone should." Sophie's eyes filled with tears again. For the first time since everything happened, she felt safe. The next morning, Sophie woke up slowly. For a moment, she didn't know where she was. Then she saw Ryan sitting near the door, watching outside, like he was protecting her. "They'll come back," she whispered. Ryan turned. "Who?" he asked. "The men who did this," she said. "They won't let me go." Ryan stood up slowly, walked to the door, looked out into the empty desert, then said one line, "They'll have to go through me." That night, they came. 3 men on horses. Dangerous. Cold. The same men who had almost killed Sophie. Her hands started shaking. "They found me," she whispered. Ryan grabbed his rifle. "Stay inside," he said calmly. Outside, the wind grew stronger. The leader of the men laughed. "You think you can hide her, cowboy?" Ryan stepped forward into the darkness. His voice was calm, but powerful. "You made a mistake coming here." The men realized something too late. This wasn't just a cowboy. This was a man with nothing to lose, and everything to protect. What followed was a tense moment. Silence, then action. Within minutes, the men turned back. Defeated. Broken. They rode away into the darkness, never to return. The desert became quiet again, like nothing ever happened. Sophie slowly stepped outside. "You saved my life," she said. Ryan looked at her. For a moment he said nothing, then quietly replied, "No, you gave me a reason to live again." Sophie smiled through tears, and for the first time in a long time, she wasn't afraid. And Ryan wasn't alone anymore. Sometimes, life breaks us, but sometimes, the right person appears, at the right moment, and changes everything.